Hey there and welcome to another Fortnite action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the Legendary Series Molten Battle Hound from Jazwares. Battle Hound is probably within my top 15 favorite characters in Fortnite, so I'm quite excited to take a look at Molten Battle Hound. Let's flip this box around. So there's his art, and here's the cross sale at the time. Molten Battle Hound. Release the Molten Hound. Ooh, release the Molten Hound. That sounds a little bit concerning and scary. All right, let's get this figure open. Let's take a look at him now. All right, we've got him out of the package. We've got his accessories laying around. Let's take a look at the accessories first, then we'll get to the figure. He comes with the Molten Crested Cape, and this is actually the back bling that goes with him. This came in the Lava Legends pack with him, and it's a really cool looking. I like the design. I like the look of it. It's got the little silver shoulder attachments there. But yeah, this is really cool. I like this. It's nice and sturdy. It's not a really rubbery. It's a pretty good solid rubbery back bling. He comes with the Silver Fang harvesting tool, and this harvesting tool does not directly belong to Molten Battle Hound. This belongs to the original Battle Hound. There was no Molten Silver Fang, so that's probably why they included it with this figure. This is really pretty neat. It's got all this really cool silver designs through here, a little bit of a gold bronze touch up there, and yeah, this is a neat looking harvesting tool. It didn't come out as bent as some of them do, so that's pretty cool. He comes with a tactical submachine gun. This is a big, bulky, small item. Got the silvers and the tans on there, and that's about all the detail. Almost looks like there's a saw blade up there. It's not really, but just kind of funny the way it looks. He comes with a revolver, and it's mostly one color, except for the handle here. The way they did this kind of a marbled brown makes it look like a really cool wood grain. It's really neat, the handle here. Other than that, yeah, it's a pretty cool little revolver. He comes with a tactical assault rifle. This looks like a really cool, mean-looking gun. It's got mostly dark grays, but then there's some silver right down there and right over here. It's a neat-looking gun. Can't wait to see him holding it. He comes with a MedKit. Yeah, the big square thing. There's a couple spots on either end where you can tuck his fingers in so he can actually hold on to it. And finally, he comes with an anti-gravity crystal. This is a really cool looking item here. On the back side, there is a bit of a hole so he can stick his fingers in so he can hold on to it. As you can tell, if you can tell, this is a translucent purple plastic, so you can shine light through it, which makes it neat. You can even see the handhold right there through it. Now we're going to take a look at the action figure, his points of articulation, and some points of interest. The first thing I'm going to mention is I'm quite disappointed that the mask is not removable. The reason I'm disappointed is the 4-inch action figure's helmet was removable. This is just a solid head. He doesn't even come with a replaceable head, which is also disappointing. So his articulation, his head will rotate and look up and down like that. It's you gotta rotate it around and get it kind of faced up to get it to rotate all the way around. But yeah, it will rotate. His arms, shoulders will go all the way around. He can lift his arms up about that high. He's got the bicep. Now, the right side is easy for my figure. The left side's a little bit difficult, and I'm wondering if it's the texture on the shoulder that's causing the problems. You can hear that noise. He's got double pin elbows. He has a rotation for the wrist, and there's a hinge on the wrist, and then there's those finger hinge joints that I'm not a huge fan of. His torso wiggles around on mine actually pretty well. It's almost better than the waist. There we go. The waist on mine will rotate, but it is quite difficult to get to rotate around. He's got this piece around his waist that's going to make doing splits or really moving the waist around or the upper legs around quite difficult. He's got thigh rotations up hiding under here, double pin at the knee, and he does have calf rotation. However, the ruff around his boot kind of stop part of it. If you're not careful, you might rip off these little shin guards. So be careful when you're rotating the calf. And then finally, the ankle will rotate if you do it just right. They also kind of bump the shin guards on occasion. And finally, they have a hinge and a toe hinge, if you can see all that. And so that is the articulation of Battle Hound. I hope I hadn't gotten it too close to the camera to go out of focus. Now overall, this is actually a really cool looking figure. It's got some really neat designs. I love the colors on him. He looks really cool in the kind of browns, the dark browns, and medium browns. Yeah, I think he looks really neat. He's got the nice bright orange and yellow design on his chest. He's got these belts and buckles. All this stuff is highlighted in silver. I think this is actually probably one of Jazwares' better Legendary Series figures. There's all these little highlights. Like, you know, sometimes Hasbro wouldn't go to the trouble of just a little bit of a highlight here and there. Now, you know, there are places like here on his arm that's not, you know, kind of highlighted. But I think overall this is a pretty neat looking figure. He's got some translucent stuff here on his head. Would you call this hair? The flames out of his mouth and on top of his head. Too bad the eyes weren't that way. So I don't know if it goes all the way through the head, but if you shine the light there, it might come out there. I don't have a way of showing you at the moment, but there may be a connection between the head and the mouth to where if you get some light here, it might shine through. But wouldn't this have been cool? Here's an idea. Wouldn't this have been cool? I know it would have cost more money to have like a little light that you could push like on his back that lit up in his head and then it glowed. That would have been cool. That would have been cool. I don't find a lot of faults with this figure except for there's some limited articulation like around the legs. Visually, he looks very nice. He's a very visually cool looking figure. And so I'm quite excited to finally get him out of the package. He's been sitting here staring at me for a while, and I've been really, really anxious to get him out. All right, let's take a look at him all geared up. Here he is all geared up. He's holding on to the tactical assault rifle and the Silver Fang harvesting tool. Compared to some of the Fortnite figures, he actually holds on to these really pretty good. There's a little bit of looseness here. I mean, you're going to have some looseness with these types of finger hinges, but he holds on to them okay. If you tuck the end of the gun under his arm, then he definitely holds it okay. We'll swap this out. We'll put this revolver in his hand, and he holds that really well. That's a really good hold right there. And then finally, we'll swap over here and grab the tactical submachine gun and hook it on here. Right in before your eyes, we'll hook it on his hand. And again, he holds this one really pretty good too. I'm impressed at how well he holds on to some of these things. Finally, we will attach the MedKit. Not the crystal, but the MedKit there. Maybe. I'll show you how it's done, if I can show you how it's done. Oh, that's a huge hole there. That's not going to work, unlike I was hoping it would, unless you could have him hold it with two hands, maybe. Okay, that's not going to work. I tried hooking both of these onto him, and neither of these go onto his hands well. So, yeah, these are probably not going to be fitting onto this figure, but they might hook onto other figures pretty good. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you found this helpful or informative, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you want to be notified when more of these types of videos come out in the future, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and you will be notified when future videos come out. If you don't want to be notified, you could just subscribe and not hit the bell notification icon. That also helps support that channel. Subscribers are awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will see you. Have a great day. Then we'll see you in the next video.